Yeah, there
What's
we
good,
go.
G?
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
How's everything?
Good, good.
Everybody, welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome to the live. We're
Oh,
gonna
I
let
didn't know
y'all
you could talk.
let y'all ooze in a little bit. Let y'all come in. We chilling. We big chilling. We setting up, y'all. We gonna let a couple of y'all get up in here. Then we gonna explain the rules. Then we gonna get started ASAP. I don't know why the fucking why Bad Blood is so damn early today. That's weird to me, but it is what it is, I guess. But anyway, y'all, let me just start with introductions. So it's your boy Black Couch Booking here with another video. And Right Hand Cam, thank you for being a new member of the channel. Shout out to my guy Right Hand Cam, man. Hit me up the other day. I appreciate you, my boy. But it's your boy Black Couch Booking. Check out that video I just dropped today about the Street Profits. I fucking knew they was gonna lose, and I told y'all yesterday when I went live that if they lose, I'm dropping the video. It dropped, but I'm here with two special guests, and we doing it, y'all. I'm here with my guy Ricky the Shadow, one of the best upcoming reaction channels on this platform. So y'all make sure y'all go check out my guy Ricky the Shadow. After this, of course, make sure you subscribe. And I got the expert himself, Expert Level Wrestling Podcast, aka Afi Kingdom, aka Mr. I Write Books in the building, y'all. So we about to get lit today. I know a lot of people joined, a lot of people was confused about the time, but we gonna get it started. But let me let the guys introduce themselves before we, start our drafting process and I explain all the rules. If you just got here, I didn't explain the rules yet. I'm gonna let my guy Ricky the Shadow introduce himself real quick.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ricky the Shadow. Come back to another stream. As promised, we're doing it once again. We got something special for y'all. And yeah, just hang tight because y'all gonna like this. And yeah, let us know what y'all thoughts on Bad Blood. It's about to start, what, in an hour from now? So yeah, we're gonna try to do this real quick. And yeah, subscribe to our channels. Follow us on our Instagrams and all that. And yeah, man, we got something special for y'all right now. So stay tight.
All good. Alfie Kingdom, the YouTube OG. Make sure y'all subscribe to Expert Level Wrestling. Check me out, and make sure that y'all stay active in the chat because I'm with the opinionated. Y'all can bring it. So let's talk about it.
All right, boom. So we're gonna have a lot of people joining in and out, as you guys know. You guys know last time we had a high of 200 people joining in and out the session. So don't worry, y'all. Don't be scared about how many we got right now. Just watch how many we got at the end. So I'm gonna give the rules to the guys who are here right now. So we're doing an all-time pro wrestling fantasy draft right here. Three great wrestling minds, and the chat got to decide who has the best roster. Now, let me explain a couple of things. First things first, it's going to be 10 rounds, 5 men, 5 women. Now, you could draft in whatever order you want. You go 1 man, 1 woman, 2 women, 1 man. That don't matter. It's up to you completely. We're gonna pick our brand. So the brand could be any brand. You could choose a brand from any era. We both can have SmackDown, but they can't be from the same era. And then also we're gonna choose 1 man champion, 1 women's champion. You get to pick whatever kind of championship that you want to pick. So this is one of the greatest all-time fantasy wrestling drafts ever. And I know it's gonna be exciting. I know everybody's gonna watch the replay if they don't catch it right now. So with that being said, my guy Ricky the Shadow does have the #1 pick. However, since I have the last pick, I get to pick the brand that I want first, and then Afi Kingdom going to pick his brand, and then Ricky the Shadow picks his brand last. So that being said, with the #1 pick for brand, I am choosing the Ruthless Aggression era SmackDown. That is my brand. Take it away.
It's on me. I thought it was on Ricky.
It's on you, OG.
All right. Okay. I picked my brand. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick ECW ECW. What year was that? 2006.
So on you, Ricky. Pick your brand.
Shoot, man, I was hoping he wouldn't say that, but my brand pick is ECW, the original ECW from the 90s. Basically during the Attitude Era right then and there, basically.
Hey y'all, look, we already coming with surprises. So to recap for anybody that just joined, we just picked the brands that we're gonna have for the draft. I picked SmackDown and I picked during the Ruthless Aggression era. Alfie Kingdom picked ECW 2006 era. And Ricky the Shadow picked ECW OG era. So I'm already surprised. I thought somebody was gonna pick Raw's War for sure. I thought somebody was gonna pick some Attitude to era type of stuff, but you know what? It's all good. And with that being said, we're gonna start the official draft right now. Ricky the Shadow has the number 1 pick. Then we got Afi Kingdom. Then we go to me, and we're doing a snake draft. So then we're gonna go me, Afi Kingdom, Ricky the Shadow, and keep going back and forth like that. So Ricky the Shadow, what is your number 1 pick for this year's all-time fantasy draft pro wrestling?
So for my first pick in the number 1 draft is none other than the greatest luchador in the history of all of professional wrestling, Rey Mysterio Jr.
I forgot to explain. You got to give a brief explanation of why you pick each of your picks, by the way.
Got you. Rey Mysterio, he is the best luchador of all time, like I just said. The man has done things that no wrestler can say they've done. Name me one person that can say they wrestled for ECW, WCW, WWE. He even wrestled in AAA for a while, Lucha Underground, and he even was in the first ever All-In pay-per-view at AEW. Who says they can do that? The dude has accomplished so much, you can make a whole video about it. That right there is enough why you pick him as number 1. Experience everywhere, from Mexico to Puerto Rico to North America, South America, Japan, you name it. Rey Mysterio has done it all everywhere.
It's on you, man. Let's see what the expert got for us.
All right, let me do a disclaimer. So, since I'm a older fan and I'm an invested fan, I'm going off the dome, but I'm doing it in a way where I'm strategically not gonna pick the favorite shit because people are gonna say the same shit over and over again, and I don't want to be that guy. So what I want to do is introduce people to different shit that they might not know, and then they can kind of go invest in that, and then maybe y'all like something else, you know. So I'm saying all that to say, my pick for the ECW that year is Randy Orton. That's my top pick. Okay, so the reason why I picked Randy Orton, for the obvious reasons, he got the look, he has the all that shit, the look, he has the skills, he has the legacy, all of that. But the flip side is because Randy Orton, see, a lot of people don't look at it like this. Randy Orton is considered a top 10 favorite, even a top 5 for some people. But if you think about it, he was the cancer behind some of his shit because he was positioned as the anti-hero to Cena, but at times he could have actually been Cena, right? So I'm booking him as the Cena level person. He didn't get the opportunity to do that, but on top of that, I'm using the ECW to make my booking uncensored with real stars. Yeah.
I like that. So, y'all, I'm caught off by surprise. If y'all need a quick recap, Rey Mysterio was the number 1 pick. Alpha Kingdom has the number 2 pick, which is Randy Orton, and both of these guys, their brands, they chose ECW.
Why you say what I'm talking about? I just gave a whole flowers to Randy Orton for 5 minutes. He said, "What you talking about? He's the GOAT."
Nah, I saw in the chat. Nah, bro,
Yo, I saw that. That shit pissed me off because I'm like,
he missed a
did
little
you just
bit,
came in? Like,
I think he got cut off. He had to have joined like after you said that. But yo, real talk, I'm surprised. So we got that. We got two ECW brands with their first picks, and now Ruthless Aggression Era SmackDown. It is my pick, and I get 2 picks because we're doing a snake order. My first pick, my number 1 draft pick. This should be an easy one for everybody. I'm picking the greatest wrestler of all time for my brand, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. That is my number 1 pick, and the reason why he's my number 1 pick because he's the greatest. Not only he's the greatest wrestler of all time, he's one of the most influential wrestlers of all time. Whether it's the Attitude Era, whether it's the Ruthless Aggression Era, he had matches in every great era, and now he's going to be one of the greatest bookers of all time as well. That's how his career is going to go down. And now I have another pick because we're doing the snake order. So going back down, I'm going to fuck everybody's heads up, and I'm going to get this out the way early. I'm picking a woman for my number 2 pick because you have to pick 5 men and 5 women. And my number 1 pick for my women, and this one, it shouldn't be too crazy, I don't think. Fuck it. I'm picking Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is my number 1 pick for the women's side. So the reason why I picked Charlotte Flair is because I genuinely think she's going to go down as the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Now, you might not like her promo work. She doesn't have the best promo work. I made that evidently clear in one of my videos. But I cannot acknowledge that she is one of the greatest in-ring workers. Not only that, it's just something about her. Whether she has a championship for 1 month, 1 week, whatever, she got that aura. She got what it takes to be a star, just like her pops. Obviously, there are some better, but I got to get the best off the board first. So that's my pick. And now we're going back down. And now let's see what the expert got to say.
Man, y'all making this shit too easy for me, bro. Y'all making this shit too easy, bro. Man, after I say this, it's almost game over. You're going to have to, both of you guys are going to have to combine to counter me. Okay? So we got Randy Orton is the star of my company with ECW rules and ECW presentation. See, I got you there because you got the old. There's a ceiling on the old, but there's no ceiling on the new. Right? But just in case we need a little bit of star moving and a little backing, we're going to go with Hollywood Rock and throw him in there. Right. So we could get whatever we need. They're going to come to see him, and then he's going to introduce everyone else to the whole squad. And if we need those resources for bigger sets and stuff, we can do that too. And, with wrestling, we got a star. We got a bigger star with funding, so now we need an attraction. So now we're going to go with Coat Undertaker. He's going to stir the pot. And we're gonna stir the pot. Not Undertaker, we're gonna go with Coat Undertaker.
Wait. Hold on. So which pick are you going with? You only got 1 pick.
I thought you said 2.
No, we going back down. So I had 2 because then it start for me, then it go back down to you.
Okay, we'll do the Rock. Hollywood Rock.
All right, got you. But don't worry, I'm not gonna take that pick you just said either. I'm not mad at it though. If that's your next one. Ricky could be real.
There's hella versions of the Undertaker, so I wouldn't think you would pick that particular version.
Ricky is on you. When Ricky go, he's gonna go, and then he's gonna go again. Then it's gonna be back on you.
All right, my next pick is probably, and this is a specific time period of this wrestler, because there was no one more over than this guy in all of professional wrestling. My next pick is 2008 to 2009 Jeff Hardy. Nobody was over with the crowd more than this man. He outsold John Cena in merchandise. You outsell John Cena in merchandise, you know you are big. Everybody was painting their face because they wanted to be Jeff Hardy. Now, a lot of people were painting their face. Besides what? Sting? Warrior? No one was painting their face, but Jeff Hardy had everybody painting their face. The man was over. The dude was doing it all. And let's be real, he should have been ECW champion. And the fact that he never was, even when they brought it back as a third brand, was such a shame. So that's why I picked Jeff Hardy for my ECW original. All right. And now for my next pick, going for the women.
We're gonna still stick with Undertaker.
All right. Now for my next pick, I think it's a woman's side. I'm gonna pick someone that I know would thrive in the original ECW. Everything about her just fits well. I'm talking about Rhea Ripley. There's no one more edgier right now than her. Everybody would have loved her back in the day. From her presentation, from her looks, from everything that was hardcore and edgy and everything, she would have thrived. And let's be real, everybody likes mommy. So you got to give them what they want. Rhea Ripley is my first female pick for ECW original.
Hey, before you go, you get 2 picks because the person in the middle does get fucked over in the snake draft a lot. So you got 2 picks right now. So if you're gonna go with that previous pick, I'll count that. But you right now got 2 picks. Go.
So I got 2 more right now. All right.
If you're gonna count the Undertaker one, you could use that. But if you don't count it, you just got 2 fresh ones right now.
I do want to count that.
Okay, so now you got 1.
We're gonna go with Roman Reigns, bro. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, let me be. We're gonna go with undisputed champ Roman Reigns in the ECW 2006 times. In his main, so my main 2 characters right now is Randy Orton face with a heel Roman Reigns, and The Rock could just do whichever one we need. Yeah.
All right, so I got the next 2. Since y'all motherfuckers want to go so hard all of a sudden, let's do it like this. Chat, what's good, chat? Hey, at the end, y'all gonna vote for the best roster. Don't be biased. Whatever the best roster y'all feel like is the best roster, y'all make sure y'all decide that. However, I'm gonna go with John Cena. I don't gotta specify shit. I'm going with John Cena. That is my pick. Since y'all want to bring out the stars, y'all gotta understand something, right? I'm a ruthless aggression era baby. UPN9 watching SmackDown. We ain't have cable. All we had was Channel 9, so we had to watch SmackDown. So I got to go with John Cena. And if you want me to get specific, I'm for sure going with Super Cena. So I have Shawn Michaels, Charlotte Flair, John Cena. I like to mix the men and the women. So for my next pick, I'm going to pick a woman who you can't say Trish Stratus' name without saying the other person's name. I'm going with Lita. So Afi Kingdom is on you. You're going to get 1 pick this time.
For a female?
Anybody you want. Because by the time we get back to Ricky and he gets 2, then we'll all be on round 5. So you get 1 pick this time. Then when Ricky goes, you get 2 picks after he gets his 2 picks.
It's 2024, right? Okay. Oh man, killing y'all. I'm gonna go with a heel North American champion, Dom.
Not bad.
Just why I picked him? Because look who else I picked, and look where he goes. Look, see, wrestlers are a lot of times only as good as their opponents. So he's good on himself. So imagine the point where Dominic gets to spar verbally or get roasted by The Rock. Imagine the kind of heat Dominic gets roasted by The Rock. Imagine the kind of heat that Randy Orton gets by killing Dominic. Then later on, 8 months down the line, we can bring in the Colt fucking Undertaker to take control of them all. Then we need Hollywood Rock to come bring them back. You know, whatever. So we going with heel Dom, preferably that version, because not even this version right now. That version when they all had the titles, that version right there.
You got two.
Not bad, not bad. For my next pick, I'm gonna pick a man who has done something that not any wrestler has done, and he's the only one to do this. I'm picking Jon Moxley. I'm talking about Jon Moxley, not Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. Because Jon Moxley is the only one that has won the WWE Championship, the AEW Championship, and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship. No other wrestler has won those three titles. He's the only one to ever do it. And he will thrive in the ECW original because look what he does in AEW. The man likes to bleed. Everybody would have loved him. He would have been the biggest star. Hell, he would have been with a tag team with New Jack or Mick Foley because of how much of a hardcore dude he is. So I'm picking Jon Moxley because of that. And let's be real, whether you like it or hate it, he will forever be known in the wrestling world. He was part of the Shield. He is solidified in wrestling. He is a big star as well. He carried AEW. He's going to carry ECW alongside my other picks. And for my next pick, I'm going to pick a guy who's underrated. And this guy, I'm going to specifically pick him because I know if him and Rey Mysterio go at it, they're going to put a banger. I'm talking about Pac. Not Neville from the Cruiserweights, not Neville from NXT. Pac those bangers after bangers. People don't like to talk about it, but he is the first AEW wrestler to become a double champ. And I'm not talking about he had one title from AEW and one title from Ring of Honor. No. He had two titles from AEW. He had the All-Atlantic title, that's now known as the International title, and he had the Trios title. So that makes him the first ever double champion in AEW. And him and Rey Mysterio are going to throw bangers. And let's be real, ECW originals, they love to have a lot of cruiserweights. So that's my pick.
But you got two picks. But before you go, I don't know if you was paying attention. You have 5 men. So you already drafted all your guys. So now you got to draft your 5 women. You got 2 picks though. Just keep that in mind.
I got you.
I'm talking about Afi King. You still got some.
Oh, bet.
I can't pick no more dudes.
Nope. 5 men, 5 women. See,
Okay.
I was hoping.
All right, so with the women, 97 Sable.
You got another one.
See what happens? You see how raunchy we gonna get with the ECW booking, and then we got the naked bitch. Oh, it's over. She gonna bring all that. She gonna bring everybody. So all the thirsty cats. She gonna bring all of them because they want to see her titties with their hands over it. And then look at my product. See, that's the finesse game.
You got another one.
Vicky Guerrero, because I can use her. I can use her to get heat. I can use her to take bumps. I can use her to get ultra heat. I can use her as a manager, or I can use her to teach the other people how to do the shit by association. Whoever come out with Vicky gonna get heat. So Vicky Guerrero. Oh yeah, Vicky Guerrero, manager when she was fucking with Edge. Vicky Guerrero.
With that being said, I appreciate you bringing that up. Because if y'all know me, I wasn't going to go this draft without drafting my favorite superstar of all time. I'm drafting the ultimate opportunist Edge, Mr. Money in the Bank Cash-In himself. Yes, that is my 5th pick for my brand. And I get another pick And with my next pick, I'm going to draft the guy who I think is better than Roman Reigns as a wrestler and should be considered top two, if not top three wrestlers right now, Seth Rollins. And I'm going to get the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins.
I really like that gimmick. I like cult type shit. So I was really disappointed that he wasn't able to do that in front of people.
That's my favorite gimmick. 5 men. Hold on, y'all.
And the music too. I like that music that he had too.
If y'all didn't know, we're doing 5 men, 5 women. So we keeping it concise because we wanted to make sure we ended before the PLE starts. It's gonna start at 6, but you know what I'm saying, we'll still have more time to chill in the stream and talk because y'all gotta decide who wins shit like that. So don't worry, we good. But we doing 5 men, 5 women. So right now, yeah, I chose Edge and Seth Rollins. Edge, Money in the Bank Edge is one of the best. Both cash-ins are 2 of the best cash-ins ever, in my opinion. Especially when he cashed in on Undertaker because it was so unexpected. I like shock value and surprises in wrestling, and that was a good-ass surprise. That became a good-ass run. And Seth Rollins, like I said, I genuinely think that Seth Rollins should be considered the best pro wrestler in the world right now. Just because he's not in the highest position or he's not the most talked about storyline, he's levels above his contemporaries, and him and Kenny Omega should be 1A, 1B, and I think Roman Reigns should be number 2, in my opinion. So, Afi Kingdom is back on you. You are on your eighth pick, so you got 1 pick, and when you go back around, you're going to have 2, and then you're going to be done. You're going to have your 10 in total, and then we got to catch up.
I'm gonna go with the man Becky Lynch, the man version. Heat face promo. I could put her. She could be the face of my company. I can have her work heel with and get major heat with Vicky, or I can have her go against her. Yeah. And she can talk. So I don't even have to have her to talk, but just knowing she can, when she does talk, is gonna be super impactful. Because I ain't gonna rely on it because I got so many other pieces. Yeah.
You got 2, Ricky.
All right. So I like how OG said he got Sable, because the men gonna thirst over her. Let me tell you something. I got something better than Sable. See, while you got a blonde chick that looks good, I got a blonde chick that looks good and can wrestle her ass off. I'm talking about none other than NXT version of Mandy Rose. Everybody liked that run. She improved amazing. She wrestled her ass off. And let's be real, we all saw that video of her in the swimming pool. So that's that. She also does bodybuilding, which means if she does a bodybuilding show like what's the biggest one, Miss Olympia, she wins it, that's going to benefit my brand. And people are going to put more eyes to my product. And then my next pick, you took John Cena away from me, Couch. I ain't gonna lie. So, but luckily I had a backup plan. And that's why I'm gonna pick 2001 Kane. There was no one bigger and stronger than that dude. That dude should have won the Royal Rumble, not Austin for the 3rd time. And if you look at his match when he was IC champion during that time, he was doing stuff that a big guy like him should have never done. So, yeah, and he burned people on fire, and ECW, especially in the originals, loved fire. So he's definitely going to be beneficial. Those are my 2 picks.
You ready? I get 1 or 2 right now.
So I'm gonna give it up to you because you could use your last 2 right now, or if you want to do 1 and then come back and do your last 1. We got to catch up. We like 2 behind you.
NXT Bianca Belair.
Fuck. Okay.
But the ECW rules. She'll be the black face of the company because she's going to be in a position to talk all she needs to. She has the skills and the face. She could be a Barbie doll. So that's how much attention we got. We already got Sable bringing everybody in. Then we got the Black Barbie over here. She's not booked as the Black Barbie, but she should be booked as a Black Barbie. Not as far as being prissy, but they need to press the black role model shit harder. Because she's natural, she's pretty, she's not ghetto. You know what I mean? They need to push that black narrative. You know, even like I'm not a big fan of Naomi, but Naomi got that sass to her. Like that's already too much what they think. Let's get the Black Barbie in here, a woman who has the skills. She looks so good that she don't need the skills, but she actually got the skills. Women will want to be like her, like how they wanted to be Obama president. They want to look like that, act like that, and put the position. So this ECW shit is, we already passed in WWE at this point. My version of ECW, it's already passed. WCW, they already got put out of business. And WWE is already going because we got these big stars, and then we got Hollywood Rock funding everything, bro. Stepping in when he need to.
So you using one or you using both?
I'll save it. I'll save my last one.
I bet. Okay, so with my 2 picks, I gotta think really, really carefully, because you doing your thing right now. Because I got a list of people I wanted, so I have 2 women. So let me go with.
Let me go ahead and put these belts on right now.
let me go with the women. So for my next pick for the women, I am going to go Sasha Banks. Not Mercedes Moné. I'm gonna go Sasha Banks, and the Sasha Banks that I'm referring to is the Sasha Banks that went against Bianca Belair, the first 2 black women to headline WrestleMania. Whether people like it or not, Sasha Banks is the greatest technical women's wrestler of all time. You can say it's opinion, but I think it's a fact. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with Sasha Banks. She got all the intangibles. She got the star power, everything like that. And I only have 4 men. So with my last pick for the men, I think I'm going to fuck everybody's head up with this. I'm going to go with a guy who earned everything he has now, the biggest contract in AEW. I'm going to go Swerve Strickland. And the reason why I'm going to go Swerve Strickland is because WWE fumbled the bag. The shit the shit they're doing with Trick Williams now and all that shit, they're doing that to compensate for what they should have done with Swerve. Swerve should have been the guy. And y'all see what the fuck he got going on in AEW. The highest paid. So he will be champion again. So I was going to go with another guy. I'll talk about it at the end. But my last pick for the men, I'm going to go with Swerve. Let's get it. And you got your last pick, which is a woman, by the way.
This was a handy. I got one of these belts from you, and I got one of these belts for you. That's what made me double champion. So I got put some fire signs if y'all ready, because if y'all can tell just by these selections and outbreaks, I know my fucking shit. When I name my shit, then I get to turn my camera off. It's already over. Let me just go and let me just say my lineup just in case y'all don't know what my lineup is. I just seen it. So I got, bro. First off, we working off 2006 ECW rules and production. Not like Ricky the Shadow, not the sketchy ass Paul Heyman version where he wasn't able to pay people. We using the for real version where we had the backdrops, where we had the entrances and everything. So that's our style. That's our foundation. And with our foundation, then we got Hollywood. Excuse me, Final Boss Rock. I fucked up. That's what I meant. Final Boss Rock. I didn't mean Hollywood Rock. I meant Final Boss Rock. This already over from there. Final Boss Rock in 2006. That capability is all right there. But all I need is a star. Now we have a maxed out Randy Orton because he will max out under this type of booking. The Undertaker Colt version. That's major heat. Then we got the major heel Dominic Mysterio. We got Sable to bring in the people. Vicky Guerrero to connect shit. We got the Black Barbie because we selling fucking hella merchandise. Becky Lynch because she's going to be doing all the talking and all the press because she's a fire promo. She'll have a couple of movies by no time. So then we're going to bring in the older demographic and go with Intercontinental fucking China, bro.
Hey, yo, that nigga really turned his camera off, yo. You
The
ain't.
one, the one that did Playboy, that version. Yeah, that version.
Yeah, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you motherfucker turned his camera off and shit. Hey, Ricky,
So,
you got
yeah.
two. And keep in mind, Ricky, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you got all your men. So the rest of your picks are women. You got 2 picks right now, and then you're gonna have one.
He just took my pick right there with China, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But that's fine. Because for my next pick, I'm picking the best female wrestler of all time.
I had the last pick, not the first one.
Nah, you talking about Ricky, I think.
I'm talking about Trish Stratus. Listen, nobody came in this industry as a sex symbol, then became the greatest woman wrestler in ring like she did. No one has, not before, not after. Because of her, listen, if all these Nikki Bellas, Brie Bellas, Eva Marie, all these women would never have an opportunity. The Tori Wilsons, all of that would have never had an opportunity to be in WWE if it wasn't for Trish Stratus. She had everything. She had sex appeal. She was entertaining. And she wrestled her ass off. And she's the first woman to main event Monday Night Raw alongside Lita. Yeah. She's the greatest of all time. I picked Trish Stratus.
I see you right. I see you right. What you said about Vicky. When you book, you don't book off favorites. You book off who gonna draw money and who gonna get heat. She ain't my favorite wrestler, but she can draw her own heat and she can get heat for other people, and that's gonna make the faces bigger faces by default. So that's why I got her. It ain't just because I don't like her or like no, because anybody who she's interacted with gets super heat or something. They become whoever she's associated with becomes the star of the show for whatever time that period that is. Whether it's Edge, whether it's fucking Dolph Ziggler, whoever rubs with her, there ain't no possible. You don't rub with her and go down. You only go up. And she annoys the fuck out of you, and that's what I want. That's what I want.
You got another one, Ricky.
I got one more.
Ricky got one more. Well, you got two more, but
all right. For my next pick, I'm gonna pick someone that's gonna help me with social media presence. She's very over on social media. She has the potential to be the female Rey Mysterio if done right. And Couch, you ain't gonna like this, bro. I'm going with my Puerto Rican queen, Zelina Vega. Underrated, underappreciated. But listen, I can get sponsor deals. I can get Mortal Kombat. I can get Street Fighter. I can get any type of game she does on stream if she gets that sponsor deal. And she'll be representing ECW. That's why I pick Zelina Vega.
You a hoe for that one. But it's all good. So I got two more, and then Ricky got one more. So my last two picks, they are women. I'm gonna go with somebody who should have been in the Hall of Fame well before the fucking Bella twins. Someone who just signed a Legends contract recently. I think she's a looker, and I do know that she's one of the best women's wrestler, and I am going with Victoria. That's my 9. One of the best women's wrestlers in the Ruthless Aggression era, but didn't get booked fairly because Vince McMahon didn't think she was attractive enough. And lastly, with my 10th pick, I'm going to go with a superstar who did her best work alongside her good friend Sasha Banks. I'm going to go with Bayley, but the role model version, Hill Bailey. BBL Bailey is what I'm going with today, where she finally got some cheeks and she finally got to speak. So we ain't doing that hugging shit. Bailey is my last pick. And Ricky, you're gonna go with your last pick. Then I'm gonna recap all the picks that we all have. Then we're gonna choose our champions for our brands, and then we're gonna let the people decide, who got the best of everything all around. So Ricky, it's on you. One more pick.
All right. For my last pick for the women, I'm going to pick someone that's going to carry the women's division right after all these women are gone. Someone fresh, someone new, someone that already has someone that's already over with the men. I'm picking the beautiful Jada Parker. She's young, she's new, and yo, if you look at her social media, the minute she debuted, that shit went up. So yeah, I'm gonna pick someone that's gonna do that. And I know for a fact, if she's alongside Trish Stratus, she's gonna improve better. She can be just as good as Trish Stratus, and that's straight facts. She's gonna give her that rub, and yeah, that's that.
Hey yo, my brother said you won.
Appreciate you, homie.
Oh shit! But all right, y'all. So boom, that concludes the first annual draft. This is the first, and I think it's going pretty well. And we got hella time, so we can still so even if when the draft is done and y'all pick, we can still chat and chill before the show starts. The main show don't start at 6:00. Don't fuck the pre-show. Hashtag fuck the pre-show. Put fuck the pre-show in the chat. You don't need a fucking pre-show.
Fuck
We
the pre-show.
We're gonna tell you what the fuck going on for Bad Blood today. Fuck the pre-show.
I like Miss Parker the same way I like Swerve. Like she is that, but it seemed like she is that.
I see
You know that like that's the reason why. Like I say, I don't know, and
Okay.
I actually seen her. I can't get into Naomi. She's too. You know that. You know, like it's just they like be that how they think be that. Like no, Miss Parker just seemed like she like that. Like it. Naomi, she takes every opportunity to be urban and just jump around and like I'm that athletic girl who like yeah, it's just I don't know. I can't get into her, but like with Parker, it just seemed like I'm a young chick. Hey, because this new generation, if you think about it, it's different. Like the women who they got the women who were kids. Like when I was a kid, look who they had to look up to versus now. Like you know, like you didn't necessarily have to study the craft and know the history and be a good worker to get over back in the day. So now it's the standard is so much higher. You know what I'm saying? Like she actually knows how to do stuff. She doesn't just lead off of I'm pretty and I show my titties and shit. So people, you know what I mean? She know how to throw, just like you know Becky Lynch. Like she was the first one to and it'll never happen again to headline WrestleMania. But the man was so over at the time, you didn't even debate it. It wasn't even like question. You were good with that. Like, damn, she is pretty much the face right now, whether we like it or not. Because even when her and Seth was champions at the same time, he was still kind of behind her. It wasn't this man champion and my bitch champion too. It's the man and her man is also the champion.
I will say.
By the way, I hated that angle though. I hated that version of Seth. Like when they tried to people found out about their relationship and from social media, and they try to put it in the storyline.
Our tag team and shit.
It's like we know, but we don't want to. Like we've seen other people do it, but for those two, and they're both champion, it just came off cringe to me.
And I will say I still think the best version of Becky Lynch is big time Becky Lynch for me. I ain't gonna lie. That was my favorite version. And let me say this. Shay Shay. So listen, I was thinking in my head, I knew none of us was gonna choose Stone Cold because Afi, me and you had this conversation before about niggas who think Stone Cold is they top 5. I think we both agree that Stone Cold is great. He's a legend, but I mean for niggas who really be plugged in, bro, Stone Cold really his best shit was just working with Mr. McMahon type shit. Like I don't think Stone Cold is really all that to me. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of that, the shit with Triple H didn't work out. The shit with The Rock was cool, but Stone Cold top 10 for people, but I'll take Kurt Angle over Stone Cold. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Kurt Angle way better work with Stone Cold than me.
And see that, and that's why I picked. That's why I picked Final Boss Rock because if there was no such thing as Final Boss Rock and he wouldn't have came back and swerve like that, I wouldn't have put him in there. I put him in there for that particular version of the options. That it ain't just because I just think Rock is this number in my top 10, but it's just his star power versus his resources in the mix of the other characters. To me, shows the potential of a super popular promotion versus just me just saying, "Oh yeah, the Nation Rock." Like that's just me being a Rock fan. I like the Rock version in the Nation, but if I were to start a promotion, I would want the money bag version of him. And the talk shit, I don't give a fuck Versace version of him versus the cocky version. You know what I mean?
I agree with what you said, and I want to say something. Let's be real. If one of us was to pick Stone Cold, yeah, it'll be beneficial. But let's be real. That'd be a little too predictable. We here to do the unpredictable. So picking, even if you pick someone like Hogan, I felt like that was going to be predictable. So it would definitely be predictable to pick someone like Stone Cold. So that's what I gotta say.
Ricky, this is what everybody in the chat this month. Think about. We picking individual characters, but what you gotta realize is this. What is Hogan without the NWO? What is Hogan without Macho Man? So whoever the person is, gotta have somebody that's gonna match or elevate that, or else it ain't gonna. Like if I pick Stone Cold and Mr. Perfect, okay, I like both of them, but what's the potential of that? That's like a pay-per-view to pay-per-view when it's over type shit, you know? Or whoever. Ricky Steamboat and fucking and Sid Vicious. Like, yeah, they're both good, but are they good to elevate a company though? And the answer is no.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
All right, gang. Let's get into it. So I'm about to read off the rosters, and I'm gonna read off the brands. I wrote everything down, and I might mess up with some of the errors, but if y'all want to tell them the specific error when I read them off, y'all just interject. Let me go with Ricky the Shadow first. He chose the brand ECW. He chose he chose the OG version of ECW. His number one pick was Rey Mysterio. He got 08 Jeff Hardy. He got Rhea Ripley, John Moxley. He got Pac. Not Neville. He got Pac. He got Mandy Rose, NXT 2.0 version. Right? Or the other version?
2.0.
All right. He got 01 Kane. He got Trish Stratus. He got my wife, Zelina Vega. And he got Miss Parker. When you gonna let me fuck Miss Parker? All right. Now, he got ECW 06, the more upgraded. They actually had lights in the building and concession stand food version. He might be frozen right now. Hopefully that shit fixed. But I still see you. So his number one pick was wait. Do you want to specify which Randy Orton, or it don't matter?
Damn, I think I want I was saying this versus Cena, so I would guess that would be, what was their name? Not the Psycho version, the Undisputed Champion version.
Oh, okay. We had.
He's talking about I think he's talking about 2013, right?
And they both in champ. And you assume that Cena was going to get it and Randy got it, that version. Like the video. I posted that one.
Got it. All right, so he had 2013 Randy Orton Undisputed Champion version. He had he had Final Boss Rock. He had Colt Undertaker. He had Roman Reigns when he was Undisputed Champion. He had Hill Dominic Mysterio NXT Champion. He had 97 Sable, Vicky Guerrero, manager for Edge version. The Man Becky Lynch NXT Bianca Belair with the bubblegum. And he had China when she had the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, he had ECW 2006. My brand, I had Ruthless Aggression Era SmackDown. My number one pick was Shawn Michaels, and the version of Shawn Michaels I chose was actually the Ruthless Aggression Era Shawn Michaels, where he kicked Shelton Benjamin in the face. I had Charlotte Flair, the version of Charlotte Flair that I decided to go with was Charlotte Flair when she faced Rhea Ripley SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. The most recent Charlotte Flair. John Cena, I chose Super Cena John Cena version, Unstoppable John Cena. Lita, I'm going with the rated R Lita with Edge. Edge, I chose the Ultimate Opportunist Edge when he cashed in both the Money in the Banks after, on John Cena and Undertaker. Seth Rollins, I went with the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. Sasha Banks, I went with Sasha Banks right after her feud with Bayley. Swerve Strickland, obviously I went with the current version of AEW, Swerve Strickland. Victoria, I went with Women's Champion version of Victoria in the Ruthless Aggression era for Raw. And then lastly, I went with Bayley. When Bayley turned heel, became the role model, it was giving her best promo work. And now that we finished that, before you guys vote in the chat, we each get to choose one women's championship, one men's championship, and put it on one man and one woman, and we get to pick whatever belt we want. It could be any belt from any promotion. So since I went first with the picking the brand, Ricky the Shadow went first with picking the number one pick. We're gonna let Afi choose both his champions and what championships he's gonna use. You gotta choose a men's title and a women's title. You gotta put it on one person each. Your shit might be breaking up a little bit, but let's see if it works. Let's see how we sounded.
Can you hear me?
It's breaking up a little bit. We can still hear it though.
Let me turn this fan off. It's hot in the bay right now. Like 100. It's hot as fuck.
I feel you.
Okay, so we are going to go for the men's, a winged eagle, Roman Reigns. Winged eagle, Roman Reigns, undisputed champion. And the reason why I picked that, because it looks badass on him. I've seen somebody crop it before. And what better of a person to chase? Randy Orton's going to chase him. That's going to put his shit higher because they're going to have an edgy feud. Far as women, let me think. What are women's belts? We have the women's title, the Divas title. There's this one that they got. I'm trying to think of some more variations of the women's belt. I'll just go with the World Heavyweight Women's Championship, and I'm gonna put that on Bianca Belair because we need one face champion and we need one face champion and we want one heel. So Roman Reigns is my heel champion and Bianca Belair is my face champion with the World Heavyweight title, and that's bringing back the nostalgia too for the older fans.
That's the belt I wanted to, because there's not a lot of women's belts, so I'm fucking pissed. All right, so it's on me. I am going to I'm gonna do women's first. For the women, this one is easy. I'm gonna go United Kingdom Women's Championship, and I'm going to go Charlotte Flair. Obvious answer, I think. Biggest name. Put some prestige on that belt, and I think the UK Women's Championship is the best design to me. United Kingdom Women's Championship, NXT, Charlotte. And for the men, you went winged eagle, right? The winged belt, the blue with the blue in it, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, good. So I'm going undisputed WWE Championship that Brock Lesnar had. And I am going to go with Edge. I'm having two heel champions in my company, so then we could build the story up for baby faces, have a Cody Rhodes type of story, John Cena got to finish the story. He can't beat Edge because he still got Lita and shit like that, and then Lita got to go after the belt, so we're going to do it like that. Undisputed championship Edge. So
I see what you're saying, Just James. What I disagree with is I think what you got to incorporate this, and this is for all three of them. You don't just listen to the name. The version of the name is a whole different thing. Just like if you pick John Cena now, it's not the same as picking Super Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or he picked in Big Yard Roman Reigns. It makes it different. because there's so many variations of the characters. You know, if you pick Edge, Money in the Bank Edge is totally different from Hardy Boy. You know what I mean? So that element alone makes it unpredictable. Really, each character has like five. You know?
All right. This might be a little too predictable, but I have to do it. For the men's title, I'm going with the original ECW title. Not the big silver one that came when, who was it? Christian and Matt Hardy hold it. Not that 2006 one when RVD beat Cena and became double champ. No, I'm talking about the original one. And I'm putting that title on Jeff Hardy because I said it once, I'll say it again. The fact that he was never ECW champion ever, it's a shame. There's no one more extreme than that man, and I'm putting him as ECW champ. It is the most on-brand shit you can do. ECW mix Mr. Extreme himself, Jeff Hardy, as ECW world champion. Absolutely. And then I'm gonna pick, this might be a little controversial, but hey, I'm gonna pick the Divas Championship. And the reason why is because I'm gonna put it on someone who I know for a fact will look good in it and will be on brand for her. None other than Jada Parker. Listen, every man's thirsty over that woman. Imagine if I give her the Divas title. And then imagine if she gets her little custom, strap, or likes to makes a little her own version or something. I know for a fact that thing is gonna sell money, especially with the men. So Jeff Hardy is my ECW world champion, and Jada Parker herself will be the Divas champion.
I like that. That's a good point. I got a question for y'all, and even in the chat, because it just crossed my mind. Who is y'all biggest disappointment in NXT call-up?
Say it again.
Say it again.
Who is y'all biggest NXT disappointment call-up?
Oh, I got you. The disappointing call-up was Neville. Let me tell you why. That was the most disappointing call-up because look at that Seth Rollins match he had on Monday Night Raw for the WWE Championship. Everybody thought he had him beat. Everybody, when that ref counted 3, everybody jumped up like they just saw somebody win a Super Bowl. And the fact that Seth's feet was on the rope, he didn't win it. But that right there should have told you he's over with the crowd. The crowd loves him. Push him to the moon. They didn't do that. Then they put him to cruiserweight. He was doing his best, but literally they treated him like dog shit in cruiserweight. So the most disappointing call up to NXT for me is Neville. He should have been a star. He should be in Seth Rollins' position right now. He should be in Seth Rollins' position. That's just facts.
For me, I think this one is easy for me. Aleister Black. I think Aleister Black really had the potential to be like one of the coolest fucking characters ever, because that's just up Triple H's alley. A motherfucker with hella tattoos that listen to hard heavy metal and punk rock and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying, a lot of times in today, people don't even really care about the wrestler. They be looking into their real lives. The fact that he's married to Zelina Vega, that shit gets him over with fans, and he's just a regular dude that be doing kickboxing and shit. So not only his in-ring work, and he has one of the best fucking theme songs ever, he got a sexy ass wife too. So people will automatically be like, yo, this motherfucker cool as hell. These little kids, he got rid of all this bullshit. So he could have got over. Vince McMahon made that motherfucker put on an eye patch to cover up his fucking eye and shit like that, and took away one of the greatest theme songs ever for somebody of his era. So, and to this day, I still like him. I hope he comes back, but he doing his thing at AEW, so I don't know if he's gonna jump ship. But definitely Aleister Black for me. I was gonna say Karrion Kross, but Karrion Kross' story isn't over yet.
Cool. So you already know me. I gotta itemize. Let's just get used to it. I can't give you a straight answer. So I got a co-headliner, bro, and the reason is so my co-headliner is Shinsuke, bro. They fucked that up, bro. That's my number 3. They fucked that up, bro. Like when him, even when, but see the reason why he's my co-headliner because he did get some success though. He did, but it just ain't what it should have been. With WrestleMania, like all that shit, bro. But that's the number 3. The number 2 is more potential. That's Bobby Roode.
Damn.
Glorious. And so he's more of a higher pick because at least Shinsuke did get some shine. And like Bobby Roode got a lot of shine in NXT, but when he came to, he didn't really have nothing other than some tag team shit that was stupid. That tag team shit wasn't good. He didn't. If you didn't know who he was, if you just happened to see him on the main roster, you would know. You wouldn't even know he was a star.
Right.
But my main pick, where they fucked up, is fucking Finn Balor, bro.
Oh my
Finn
God.
Balor's supposed to be an ultimate warrior position, bro. He should be 1990. Demon should be selling hotcake shirts, bro. Merch, fucking talent, mask, face paint, the grandest interests of them all, putting on 5-star matches, can go as a face and a heel. They fucked up with him, bro.
Yeah, Finn Balor's fucked for fuck sure. Shinsuke Nakamura, they, in my opinion, I still think they fucked up Asuka too. I don't give a fuck how many belts she's had because that year when they both won the Royal Rumble, both the motherfuckers lost at WrestleMania. I've never seen no shit like that ever happen in wrestling, where the two Asuka was undefeated in NXT and on the main roster, and then even undefeated so much so that she won the fucking Royal Rumble. As soon as you get to WrestleMania, you let Charlotte Flair beat her. That fucking nasty work. And you know who else is a bad one? Ember Moon.
Oh
I
my
think Ember
God.
Moon could have been the one, but I'm not gonna hold y'all, yo. Because now, because I feel like you said, she wasn't just a sassy black lady.
No.
Ember Moon was
Terrible
different.
promo.
What?
She was a terrible promo, bro.
But I mean, a lot of them not that much better.
Better now. On ROH, I seen her now. But back then, NXT, she used to be kind of.
Can I say something?
Her ring skills are so good, Julie. Lord, but to be a fan of it, you gotta talk about it.
You know what? I want to bring up something, and it's actually about Finn Balor. I think he's actually the most disappointing call up because now that I'm thinking about it, he went from NXT, got to the main roster, got injured, was doing nothing, won a couple IC titles, then went back to NXT to reinvent himself, did another good run in NXT, came back to the main roster, and he's still not where he should be. So if anything, I think we can all agree that Finn Balor is the worst NXT call up because he got called up twice and then messed him up. So I think
he should be turning into Demon every day. That should be his SummerSlam. Like instead of making it once or twice, he should be the guy. Just like, okay, SummerSlam, WrestleMania is Demon King attraction. Y'all only get to see him twice a year, but not like how they do it now. Well, they don't do it now, but before, like, oh, when he gets his ass whooped too much, he may become a demon. Like, no, like the demon come out when we make the most money. WrestleMania and SummerJam. That's when we need the most energy. And I need to kick the most ass because I'm in front of most people. So I got to be the most sad.
Right. Real quick. We're going to keep talking about topics outside of the draft, but right now in the chat, vote and see. Y'all vote for who had the best roster. If y'all need me to read it again, let me read it again. But we get into some real shit now, so we might as well get this over with, and y'all let us know who had the best roster, who had the best brand, and no bias shit. You know what I'm saying? We all great creative minds, and we all came here to play. So whoever won. So just
is there a way you can make like a poll or not?
Can you make a poll on it? I don't think so.
You can, but you have to like
exit out and shit. see. Oh, all right. Hold on. I'm gonna read it again. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna read it again. So, with Ricky the Shadow, we got ECW, OG ECW, Rey Mysterio, 08 Jeff Hardy, Rhea Ripley, John Moxley, Pac, Mandy Rose, NXT 2.0 version, 01 Kane, Trish Stratus. We got Zelina Vega, Jada Parker. His champion is Jeff Hardy with the OG ECW belt, and his women's champion is Jada Parker with the Divas title. Afi has ECW 2006. We got 2013 Undisputed Champion Randy Orton, Hollywood Rock, Undertaker, Colt Undertaker. We got Roman Reigns undisputed. We got Hill Dominic Mysterio, NXT North American Champion. We got 97 Sable. We got Vicky Guerrero, manager version. We got the man Becky Lynch. We got NXT Bianca Belair. We got Intercontinental Champion China. Then we have Winged Eagle Roman, and we have women's the World Heavyweight Championship, Women's Championship, Bianca Belair. For me, we got Ruthless Aggression Era SmackDown. We got Shawn Michaels, Ruthless Aggression Era Shawn Michaels. We got current Charlotte Flair. We got Super Cena. We got Rated R Lita. We got Edge Ultimate Opportunist. We got Monday Night Messiah Seth Rollins. We got Sasha Banks when she went against Bianca Belair. We got AEW Swerve. We got Ruthless Aggression Era Victoria, and we got the role model Bayley. And my women's championship is the NXT UK Championship with Charlotte, and I have the undisputed WWE Championship Brock Lesnar version with Edge. And now you guys vote in the chat. Vote in the chat. So far we 1-1. I see. So far 1-1. Hey, yo, this shit breaking up. You might have to turn your Wi-Fi on and off, Afi.
I said you guys got any predictions for Bad Blood?
Prediction for Bad Blood. While y'all voting, yeah, let's talk about Bad Blood. So the matches for me not too eventful, but the matches that I'm interested in the most is Rhea versus Liv, because if Tiffany doesn't cash in on Nia Jax and Bayley, I genuinely think that she might cash in on Liv and Rhea to break up that story, because I feel like that story doesn't need the women's championship involved in that story. So I think that the women's world championship is probably the match to see. I think, Drew versus CM Punk is going to be a great match. It's a Hell in a Cell match, but I do think that it's going to be shenanigans, and I think that we're really going to focus on Seth versus CM Punk in the future. So CM Punk probably going to get the win. The tag team match, I think Jimmy Uso is going to come back tonight, so that's what I'm looking forward to the most. And then Bayley versus Nia Jax, I think Nia Jax retains. Ricky, what you got? What you think?
I think Punk's gonna win the Hell in a Cell match. I think he needs it more than Drew. I think Rhea. See, I don't know who's gonna win. All I know is this better be the last match between that story, because even Rhea says she's getting tired of the story. So ain't no reason to drag that story along. I would like to see Rhea win because she did not get to finish the title run. So yeah. So I got Rhea. I think Tiffany should cash in on Nia, because yes, it'll be more unpredictable, more shocking if she does the women's world title. But there's a story there, and people want her to cash in on Nia, so why not? So I got that. I think Nia's either gonna Nia retains, or she's gonna do it in the middle of the match when they're all laid out, sort of how like Seth did. I got my money on Damian. But if he doesn't win and Finn does, then it better be some war game shit. If not, then just give it to Damian. Ain't no reason for that story to keep going on either. If a matter of fact, I think he should go for the IC title and become Grand Slam champion. After that, I got money on Roman and Cody just because it's Roman, his first match back. Why not? And Cody's the champ. So that's that. Trying to think. And
Yeah,
that's
I just put up the card, so
Oh wow, you good now? You valid?
I bet. Yeah, I think that's all the matches. So yeah, that's my predictions.
Yeah,
And
I think Damien gonna win too.
yeah, I think Damien should win, move on, and get the IC title either late this year or early next year, become Grand Slam champ.
all right, let me see. I had to move real quick. All right, let me see. Bad Blood, CM Punk and Drew. CM Punk's gonna go over. He needs it because I don't know how far it's gonna go. So let's pretend this could be the last one. So if it is, he needs to go over, and then maybe they keep going. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with CM Punk, and I'm gonna go with CM Punk clean too. I'm gonna go with a clean CM Punk one. Brody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes and Roman versus Sikoa and Jacob.
That's a tough one, right? Because it could go two things can happen tonight.
The reason why it's tough for me because I can't take my own personal booking out of it. You know, like I know what would be the most entertaining thing for me to watch today, and I also know how it should be booked. For example, Cody Rhodes and Reigns, I think they're gonna win, but they don't have to.
Right.
They don't have to. Sola and Jacob would get more out of the win. Like Roman, at this point, a tag team loss,
don't mean shit.
Isn't gonna make Roman and Cody look weak.
Mm-mm.
However, it'll make Solo and Jacob look hella strong. But from a booking standpoint, are they willing to do that? And that's why it's kind of hard to judge because I know what should happen, but are they that bold to where they're willing to swerve like that? I don't know. Because realistically, Cody and Roman don't need to win. And even if they lose, they can still have a connection and do something else. It doesn't have to be one and done. They can gather up and do another mission or, any types of thing. So, yeah.
Like, they lost because of dysfunction. It could be a bullshit reason why. Roman could just flat out just walk out with a motherfucker. That would be entertaining to see.
I think Zilla might come side with Roman too.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think
Liv and Ripley.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was saying that
Ripley needs to win, but it don't need to be tonight. I think they should tease it a little more. She needs to go over, but I think people need to be a little disappointed to make her chase a little bit. Because it's the same like when LA Knight, when everybody thought he was going to win and he didn't, that type of shit. Like, fuck! Get people really invested because people already assume like, oh, she's going to have her moment. She never lost it. She will have that moment, but it doesn't have to be tonight.
So does Raquel come back tonight? That's the question. Because they're not gonna, if Liv wins, it can't be based off of their booking. It can't be clean. So how is she gonna win if Dominic in the cage? I'm pretty sure the Judgment Day are gonna be preoccupied somehow, some way. Jey Uso gonna come attack JD McDonough and Carlito, Finn Balor. Like, I can't help you. I'm too busy with preparing for Damien. So how does she win without somebody interfering? That's what I think they're gonna have a problem with if they don't have Raquel come back, or just it got to be some type of shenanigans. Maybe that motherfucker get out the cage somehow. I don't know.
I was gonna say this. If y'all remember the last shark cage match, I think it was against Roman and Kevin, and Jericho was on top. Jericho gave him brass knuckles. I think they might do something like that. Not necessarily brass knuckles, but I think either he might come out and basically help Liv, or he's gonna pass her something. That's if she loses again, I still feel like she's gonna win just because it's like, if she loses, what are y'all gonna do? You know, Jade is too busy with Bianca's too busy with the whole Jade thing, and if Raquel comes back, what's she gonna do? Beef with Rhea for what? You know, if anything, she should be beef with Liv, since Liv, the last time she saw Liv, they were tag partners, and now Liv is all of a sudden joining the Judgment Day, which is what they hated. So
I like that. I like that.
yeah, so it's like, if Rhea loses, what's next for Rhea? That's what we gotta find out. Of course, she's not going to be lost in the shuffle mainstream wise. Everybody's going to still love Rhea. But what's next for her creatively? There's no mid card titles. She don't got no tag partner to win the women's tag title. She'd probably get one, but who's going to match her energy? So that's what I'm saying. With Damian, if he loses, at least he can go for the IC title. Rhea's like, okay, I guess you're just gonna have to take more breaks, because what you gonna do? Just have her wrestle and stuff? You can, I mean, obviously you can do a lot with her, but there's not a lot of women that can go toe to toe with her, in my opinion. So the question isn't who wins. If the question is, if she wins, okay, cool, she gets to finish her run. If she loses, what now? So that's what we gotta figure out. What's next for her? You know. So yeah, something tells me Liv is gonna retain, but I would prefer Rhea to win. But I think Liv is gonna retain, and even then, what's gonna happen with Liv too? I guess the Raquel thing, but even after that, then what? Raquel wins, because there's no way you can do. What else are you gonna do with Liv after that? She don't got beef with nobody like that, you know. You gotta keep
Hey,
that in mind.
you know what's good is this good what you said, Lee. They could book Roman and Cody to win, and with Owens and Orton really get resentment and create their own heel duo together, and initially are the third member to that, and that also elevates Kevin Owens. I like that. What I was gonna say, the Damon Priest and Finn 100% has to win. Like Damon, unless he just gets squashed, which there was no possible way Finn would squash Damon. This version of Damon. So if Finn loses, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna look at him as a superstar enhancement talent. Like sometimes it's good to know when you know who's going to win, but you still want a little bit of what if. And if Finn Balor doesn't win tonight under any, I don't give a fuck if he bring back the Demon. If he don't win tonight, he's no. I don't even want to see him in the no main events ever, because it's going to be like 100% he going to lose. So he needs to win, because Damon doesn't. If Damon doesn't, he doesn't look weak by losing. Like, you know. So, but if Finn loses, then Finn is almost like a $1 million jobber at this point.
I mean,
He won't be considered for nothing in the main event, even if you don't like it. He'll literally be Mr. Perfect, always the contender. I mean, that's what he is. But I'm saying at that point, it'll be solidified that this is it. This is your ceiling. Mm-hmm. You want to take this 2.5 a year and elevate talent, because you're not going to be a star here. So that's which one do you want? I know you want that main strap. We'll go AEW or help put our guys over. What the fuck? Which one you want?
That's what I think they're doing with him. I hate to say this because I really like Kevin Owens, but whenever I see somebody get in this type of position, you're basically in the Kevin Owens situation. Like, motherfucker, you are the Kevin Owens in Raw. Because what the justification could be is that, well, you know, Damian has to win because he still had momentum from that World Heavyweight Championship run, and he still didn't get a rematch yet. So if he defeats Finn Balor, the story is over. He don't got to keep going back forward to Judgment Day, which is why I initially said I can't see him or Rhea losing. But now I'm kind of starting to see why I would want Rhea to lose. But if Finn Balor lost, I mean, he did just re-sign that contract, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he got an extension, if I'm not mistaken. So and if they lose, what can they say is, well, he's still a world champion. He still got the tag team belt. So you can't say he's buried, even though they had them bitches for 100 days and defended that shit one fucking time against, the New Day, LWO, one of the motherfuckers who don't matter. So either way, they'll be like, well, Finn Balor still got a belt. And Damian, he doesn't have a belt. So we got to figure ourselves for Damian. I would say if they really want to protect him, which I think they really do, that like Damian Priest losing off shenanigans is not an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like if he lose off shenanigans, it's like, well, but at the end of the day, to me, that still make the Judgment Day look hella fucking weak. If they gotta win off shenanigans,
Yeah, he can win. He can win clean. I don't think even if Finn beat him clean, I don't think people would be like,
nah.
It'll matter at this point.
But I don't think they're gonna let they want Damian to look super strong though. So if Finn beat him clean, Triple H is probably gonna think, oh damn, they're gonna think, well, Damian's done, and then they ain't gonna know what to do with him. But I think they want Damian Priest to get a World Heavyweight Championship rematch, not to win it, but at least get another match with Gunther, at least.
I agree with what you said.
I want to add this as far as the women shit. Nia Jax should definitely 1,000% go over Bayley. Because Bayley didn't show me nothing in her reign. She had her moment. That was good, but she didn't show me nothing that made me want to do it. Now, I don't think the cash-in should happen tonight. I think what needs to happen is she needs to listen to Nia and be like, you know what? People are saying we got some tension. Let me go ahead and go over for that World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
And actually challenge for it. And then when she turns, it's going to really surprise people and get over because they didn't expect it. Like right now, we're waiting for it, and we're still going to get it, but let's swerve it a little bit and It's just like if I'm manipulating somebody and I feel that they're on to me, well then I got to swerve it back to let them know. So right now, you can obviously see that Nia Jax feels the tension. Is she? I think she may turn on me because now I got to watch my back. So as Tiffany should be like, okay, well, let me get the cops off my ass and either for real or pretend go over the World Heavyweight Championship, but because she still know she's the closest to her, so she could always get that one. Not always, but she can get that one. But let me just go over here and see what's up with this one real quick, because I might because I can beat Liv easier than a broken Jax. A healthy Liv. A broken Jax is still more of a threat than a healthy Liv. Coming from a Bayley.
Suppose story-wise, Rhea's still banged up, so you can still use that as, well, damn, well, I beat Liv, but I still never really lost this shit because now I got cashed in on, so she can still hold on to that. But what you got, Ricky?
I was just gonna say that the reason why I think she should do it with Nia, yes, that's a little too predictable, but and it's what you said, OG. I agree. Bayley's title reign, I ain't seen nothing impressive, but I'm gonna say the same thing with Nia, man. I've been keeping very close attention to that title reign. I haven't seen nothing really interesting in my opinion, and not just Bayley and her, even the Io Sky thing. Io Sky didn't even feel like the most important person in Damage Control during the whole feud, and she was the women's champ. I don't know what it is. I think they're not doing good things with that title. Like, Io Sky felt like the least important person in the whole story, and she was the champ. Bayley won it. She barely did anything. She had her moment. Nia hasn't done really much of anything. Like, I mean, this Tiffany stuff, yeah, it's cool, but nothing than that. It's like she's just holding the belt. I think with someone like Tiffany, just have her cash in, you know. Yeah, it's predictable, but hey, people love Tiffany, man.
Let me
give you
the psychology about that, bro. Let's pretend Bitcoin. I agree that she should cash in on Nia. So this is the thing. So on the outline, we're looking at Nia as she's the champ, and what do we need from her? Nothing, bro. Because the longer this entanglement is teased, Tiffany is becoming a bigger star week by week without expectation of being a star. So we can cash in our Bitcoin tonight and get 50,000, or we can wait 2 months and get 150,000. You see what I'm saying? So it definitely happened, but I don't feel there's no urgency because she's a bigger star on SmackDown this week than last week. Like, it's literally going up every single appearance. Every single appearance is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Let it build a little more before you pull the plug on it. Because at the end of the day, after the moment, we don't necessarily know how big of a star she is to carry a division because she's never been in a position. So let's take more time to build her to that star. So even if she can't carry it, she's still that that former champion who can still make other motherfuckers look good. Because she still got that prestige right there.
So I agree with you, but you also got to keep this in mind. I don't think the crowd is gonna turn on her, but I think she may lose a lot of credit. What's the thing I'm looking for?
Credibility.
Yep. Let me tell you why. Isn't it a weird pattern? Almost, if you look, almost every time someone holds that briefcase, they lose almost every match. And yeah, wins and losses don't matter because they got the briefcase and stuff. But it's still interesting. Like, are y'all gonna do that with her? Are y'all gonna keep the briefcase on her and she's gonna lose every match, regardless if this is clean or not? Are y'all gonna make her lose every match? Because it's like, yes, you can make her lose every match, and she'd be like, I still got the briefcase. But then it's like, oh, who are you gonna beat? This girl already beat you, and this and that. So my thing is, I wouldn't mind it a little longer, but it's also like, is she gonna lose every match? Because she just lost to Naomi, and keep in mind, Naomi has not won a singles match this whole year. Correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing she won was WrestleMania, but that's because of Jade and Bianca and the trios thing. And other than that, what was the point of Naomi? Like, yes, Naomi finally got a win, but it's crazy how not little by little I'm seeing the pattern of the Money in the Bank holder can lose all they want all the time because, well, they got the briefcase and they'll be fine in the end of the day. And I feel like that's not such a good idea because look what happened with Damien. People started appreciating the run right towards the end of it. People were starting to like it towards the end of it. And then you got videos saying, yo, we should appreciate it more because this one was way better than Cody's title reign. So that's my thing. I feel like I don't want her to be mixed up in that. So who knows? But if they just gonna keep making her lose everything, it's like, all right, bro, you're just doing every other thing, and it could not work.
I agree with you, bro, but I just think it's worth pushing it for 4 more segments into the next. Because what's the next one? Survivor Series.
Should
We
be,
can,
yeah.
we can create more. We can give the payoff at a bigger moment and create a little bit more teases. Tease it a few more times. You know what I mean? They don't have to be for 6 months, but it can be pushed back for the 4 segments to the next pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my reasoning for saying that, Ricky, what you said about Nia Jax's run isn't that like good. They need to let her hold it a little bit more. Nia Jax has a lot more range than what they're letting her do right now. I think we got to get Tiffany away from her because that her character right now is just when Nia Jax has the capability, I think, how Roman Reigns was manipulating Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and all them, that's not really what Nia doing to Tiffany Stratton. She's straight intimidating her. If she was on some shit like, Tiffany, I love you. Listen, I care about you. Why are you doing this? Why
That's
are
a
you
big
briefcase
difference.
around me? You need to be going to Raw. I'll go with you to Raw. We'll go beat her up and take her belt. She's like 5 feet tall. Why are you doing this to me? I love you. Like, they're not really, whoever writing for SmackDown Women's Division, they're getting a little bit better with the low, with Mia Yim, Chelsea Green, and all that shit. But now they starting to fuck up with the high. They can't walk.
I noticed that too.
Like, what the fuck? It's not that hard. Write the fucking same shit you wrote for Roman and Jay. Have her manipulate Tiffany, and you want to make that shit more spicy. Have her manipulate Tiffany to the point where she does cash in on Liv or Rhea, and she's unsuccessful. So then you could be on some shit like Tiffany, like, nah, fuck that. I'm unsuccessful because of you. I want to challenge you to straight up fuck the cashing in, and Nia keeps saying no. But then Nick all this like, nah, fuck that. I'm making you fight her at Survivor Series, some shit like that.
Okay,
That's why I want to see Tiffany go on the other show so I can gauge her reaction outside of this storyline. Do y'all really fuck with her, or do y'all just fucking with her because y'all don't like her? And that's what we need to see.
That's true. But here's the thing with the whole felon cash in on Raw. That would mean it's not necessarily a waste, but like then that mean what was the point? No one was successful this year. Remember, Drew won it, cashed in on the same night, unsuccessful. So it's like, another one unsuccessful, which will make her the first unsuccessful female cash in, which that's not bad. You know, hell, John Cena was the first one actually, if I think so. Either him or Damian Sandow. Pretty sure it was him though. But yeah. So I don't know, because then it'll be like, all right, no one really benefited off of the Money in the Bank this year. And I'm not saying it has to happen every year, but still, like, You already fucked up the thing with Drew. I feel like you should have never done it. Dude, that there was no need for that. But they still did it, and so I think she should successfully cash in. Again, I think it should be with Nia, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they go that route of, oh, you go to Raw, do it, she fails, and then Nia's like, oh, better luck next time, and then she does go for Nia. But still, it's like, you want her to get a pop, right? Let's be real. Jack Swagger had no charisma, and he got a big pop when he cashed in. So, like, let her have that big pop. I think it should be successful and all that shit. But
hey, I just noticed something. None of the tag straps are being defended on this card. None of them.
Nope.
Absolutely fucking not.
Not only that, none of the world titles are being defended on this one. It's only the women's. Gunther's going against Sammy on Monday, and Cody's teaming with Roman.
I will say this. Now, I don't even want to stick on this because I don't want to debate it because I got too many reasons why. So I'm good with the Bloodline having the tag straps. I think they look strong with it, and it matches. I don't want to debate that, but I want to say
at least they defend it. I'll give them
right.
that. Okay, I don't care.
That's my point.
Defend it. I don't care.
So everybody, I don't want to hear nobody. Oh, they shouldn't have. I like the Bloodline with the title. There's reasons why I don't want to explain that.
They defend.
But I want to talk about the other ones. What y'all think should go with the other ones? Like, I think it was cool that Finn got both versions of the Undisputed, but they need to drop that. But drop it to who? Who do you think would benefit? I actually thought about my own. They need to get. I don't know how they would do that, but they need to at least give Montez and them get him that strap, get him them straps. Get him the Raw titles somehow. Like, I don't know. Give him the Raw titles because the Raw titles really aren't doing anything for the Judgment Day other than looking like belts. Like, it's not doing anything. Not even for the storyline. Like, let somebody capitalize off those new straps.
So here's what I was telling, and Couch, I told you this. I told you this plenty of time. If they really gonna continue with this Damian Priest versus Judgment Day thing, listen, R-Truth just got betrayed by Miz. Them two, you can easily make a tag team with Truth and Damian, and they can take the title.
That's money. Now you talk about language.
I've been saying this.
R-Truth and Damian tag champs. That's money.
Yeah. I've been saying this since the first segment. I'm like, yo, I like how it's Damian agreeing with Truth the whole time. So I'm like, I'm thinking they're going to turn him babyface. They're going to kick him out of Judgment Day. And he's going to go with Truth. But they didn't do that. And I'm mad because it's like, yo, you like you said, OG, is money, right? But look what a good tag team. What's a good example? Kane and Daniel Bryan was a good example. You had a little dude who was very athletic. And you had a big dude. They were funny. But they had good matches, and they were the tag champs. You can do that exact same formula with Truth and Damian as tag titles. Like, they can have the tag titles. It's just right there. I think Truth and him. Damian even said it on an interview with Chris Van Vliet. He said it. Yo, we need to do it properly. We need to tag with each other. So, 100%, they should take the titles off because, let's be real, New Day's breaking up. Ain't no way AMP gonna win those things anytime soon.
Who else?
LWO, what the hell have they done?
Who else though? I'm trying to think. Who else? It doesn't need to be anybody. They need to drop them motherfuckers ASAP.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
I damn near don't what you call it? Somebody comes out in the handicap match. I'd rather two random motherfuckers who not a tag team had a Raw championships, and we see what the fuck happens, how they deal with RK Bro type shit. Then there is like absolutely nothing is coming from Finn, and I can't even remember his name. There you go. Right
they call him JD McDonald.
Yeah, Finn and JD. It's doing nothing for that.
Let me tell you how they fucked up. Tony Khan is partially to blame for that. Because what they fucked up with is that vignette yesterday, people saying that's the Motor City Machine Guns. The Motor City Machine Guns was supposed to go to NXT. I think the reason now that they're going to go to SmackDown is because Tony Khan fucked up what Penta and Ray Phoenix was going to do. So now what I would have did was I would send the Motor City Machine Guns to Raw to go get them belts off of Judgment Day. Because then you have a legit tag team. They could go against American Made or whatever the fuck they called. They could go against AOP. At least give AOP a shot at the tag team belts. Because now the AOP, Scarlett, they just look like accessories to Karrion Kross. At least let AOP compete in a tag team championship match. So even if they lose, it's like they could go against Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns is going to be baby faces. So that's fine. But now the Lucha Bros, like, I guess
you're gonna have to wait like a year for that.
But the expectation is still for them to go to Raw. But
yeah,
at this point, it's like we gotta wait hella long for that shit because of the shit with Tony Khan. So it's like I don't know who to take it because the tag team on Raw is mostly heel.
Yeah.
So unless you want Hill versus Hill, but they don't do that often. So I don't know. They're gonna have to make it.
So here's what I'm saying: either they do that Truth and Damien thing, which I really want that to happen, or just have American Made get him the Creed brothers. That way, Chad Gable.
Anybody.
Yeah. That way, Chad Gable can be like, "See, I told you I was gonna make y'all champions, didn't I? So listen to what I'm saying now, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go, and it's gonna benefit them." So either you go Creed brothers, or you just pull the trigger with Truth and Damien. The fact that Miz turned on Truth, that's a sign that come on, bro, just give them, put him and Damien together, bro. They were funny as hell together, and Truth is actually very good on the ring. I know we always talk about his comedic timing and all that, but he's very good in the ring. So yeah, either that or just do it Creed brothers, man.
Let me throw in my major issue, and it's this, because this is a disclaimer. Like when they won them, I thought it was pretty dope because you know they's best friends, all that shit. So the reason why I'm saying this is not because I'm not a fan of Judgment Day. It's not a fun because I think JD's a fucking a bum, or it's not because if I don't like Finn. It's none of those reasons, bro. It's because they're not defended, bro. So what's the point of having them? Now the difference is this: Brock Lesnar, Roman, them not defending their title was a part of the gimmick. They just happen to not be in. See, they're not. They just happen to not defend the shit. But the thing is, they're on show. They're on TV every week. So if y'all wanted to book it like that, that should be like okay. So let's say these motherfuckers not defending, right? Well, because they're always going to the general manager on some begging shit and weaseling it out. Let's say Alex Pierce. They could even make a fun or something like he got a weakness for hookers or anything. He got a weakness for something, video games. And then so they provide him with the shit he like. And then that's his own storyline right there. Like let them weasel out of not defending versus just being on TV and not defending when somebody else can use those and defend those. So if they don't want to defend it, cool, but at least make it part of the storyline or a part of the character. They're not even connecting that. They just have them coming on TV with belts with no matches, which don't make no sense. So drop them motherfuckers.
As a matter of fact, I want to say something. This pissed me off. It was on Monday just recently. How the hell is Finn Balor and JD McDonough the tag champions, yet JD is the only one holding his belt, yet for some reason Finn had, I don't know where his belt was throughout the whole thing. Like, he wasn't wearing it. He wasn't holding it. I'm like, I was so confused. I'm like, yo, bro, you got JD holding it up. Where's your belt? He's just standing there. Like, and I'm like, yo, take the titles off of them. I feel like they're really not doing anything with them. Like I said, American Made, they can benefit off of it.
And they're new. What y'all do all the new shit for them to sit? Y'all literally just made these fucking titles like months ago. They're not even a year old, and they're already like one of them.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, man, American Made, because American Made lost the feud with Y6, and the Y6 ain't gonna go for no. They don't need no damn title. Let's be real. So give that shit to the Creed brothers, so that way Chad Gable can be like, "Told you, I was right." Or again,
Pretty Deadly. I think Pretty Deadly. Anybody, bro.
Pretty Deadly. I don't think they they have the potential to be very good, like popular wise, but they're doing just random shit. They're just there to be funny so far. And we already, listen, unless you're R-Truth or Santino Marella, you is not funny. Let's be real. And no one got time for that comedic shit. So, I don't know. They fucking up.
I'd rather book Pretty Deadly with Chelsea Green
Make a new stable.
and Tiffany, like their vibe. And they can win the match by hitting people with the belt every single. Anything is better than what they got.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
literally,
going to say something, actually, that I feel like can benefit them. I was going to say, and of course the draft has to happen for this, Seth and Pretty Deadly make a faction. I mean, they both like to dress the same. They both act goofy. They have similar hairstyle.
their segments.
Why not have Seth be like, hey, come join me. You got a new trios, like little trio thing going on. Because they can benefit off of getting the rub off of Seth, you know? But, you know, I don't know what it is. Like, because, like, I want to like Pretty Deadly, but it's like, they done nothing for me to be a fan of them.
Hey, yo,
Like, they're different. They give me, like, Velveteen Dream vibes, but then doing nothing with them.
I think
So
Maximum Male Models could have really been.
Oh, bro.
Right, bro. I
They
think
fumbled it. They fumbled.
I don't know. Did y'all see the segment on AEW? Please tell me y'all didn't like that.
I ain't see the most recent one. I ain't see the most recent one. I saw what.
Is that the one where Billy Gunn was?
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I ain't see
Okay,
that.
so their whole gimmick is their models, their fashion, right? And one of the Acclaimed dude, the one that raps, he had a jacket where it says he's the best wrestler in the world because he actually trademarked. He legally owns that trademark. Like he was smart enough to actually trademark best wrestler in the world. So they're having a little feud because before they got signed, rumor was they signed with AEW, and he posted, "Oh, we don't need them." So I guess Tony Khan wants to be like, "Oh, okay, let's make this into a storyline with them because they're pretty similar." So yeah, they doing that. I will say that it was alright for what they were going for. It could have been better, but I feel like with Maximum Male Models, they're gonna do way better in AEW than they ever did in WWE, just because they're already over with the crowd, and it's only a matter of time. I see them going because they signed with Ring of Honor first, so most likely Ring of Honor tag titles and then AEW tag titles. I see that going on, but right now they're doing this thing with Acclaim, and we just gotta wait and see. But yeah, they fucked up that they got a second chance with Pretty Deadly WWE, but again they're not doing nothing with them, and it's like, bro, the more you do less with tag teams, what are you gonna do? Pair up two random dudes?
Worst tag team division of wrestling.
Yeah.
WWE.
And keep in mind,
Bro, check this out. This is the issue with the Maximum Males. I get the male shit and the comedy shit, but what's happening is they're trying to book the result of Billy and Chuck, right? They're pressing the gay line. They're booking the result of that. But what you got to remember is Billy and Chuck organically transitioned to that. Now they just trying to put it in the face, like they having orgasms looking at the body and shit. Like, I mean, okay, we get it, y'all models, but everybody's not with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna eliminate a lot of fans pushing that line because that's gonna turn a lot of people off. You want to almost is you want to do it where are they gay or are they? They seem like they are, but we can't really tell. Well, when you take the dude's shirt off and they're foaming at the mouth, you're making it known like, okay, these are the gay character when it needs to be. This is more of the. Is he?
The blue steel. What's that fucking shit with Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
I agree. And that's exactly what they're going for. Because you know that show they have, what's that shit called? Hey EW with RJ City, where they interview them on YouTube. They even try to play it off like, are you guys really like, and they're like, yes, we are models, and they're like, oh, okay. So I see what they're going for. They're definitely going for like, are they or aren't they, swinging that way.
That's tweeting the line with a lot of fans because the LGBTQ fans like that too. Like
so that's the thing. They even said it.
Homophobic in any other sport.
Oh yeah, bro. Just look at the ECW crowd. They were chanting the homophobic slur and everything and all that. my thing is, they even said it themselves. Their main demographic are the women and the LGBT community. They said the women and the queers, the queens and the queers. That's where we go. So, and if you look at AEW, they look more like hardcore fans. Like they're not scared to say what they really want to say. So, I think with the comedic, they might get over, but they need to make sure the comedic is on point. If not, I'm sorry, we're gonna see.
I think they're pushing it forward too much. Like they're building it up. Like it got to the point where they were doing it slow to the point where you wanted to watch to see how far they were going to push it versus these auto cats. They starting off pushing it. So where the fuck is it going to go?
I agree, because one thing that I'm mad that they didn't wait a little longer to do it. They did a photo shoot with their merch. And they try to make it seem like they both were naked and the merch was covering them up. I don't know if you saw that. And I was like, okay, see, this is something you could have done months later and they would have been like, oh, so it's getting closer to are they or are they not? But because they did it so fast, it's like, oh, okay. It's either are they not? Or is it, oh, okay, it's funny. Haha. You know what I mean? Like they're not taking their time with it.
Yeah,
and they need to chill, because it's like, because them being models, you can do so much with that. Like them talking the way they do and acting, okay, that makes sense. But all that extra shit and the being like thirsty over the fucking abs or whatever, you gotta wait, because then it's like, oh, okay, like Billy and Chuck is gonna go, naturally. It's gonna happen, the flow. But they're pushing it a little too much. So we're gonna have to wait and see though. I still gonna give them time, because they really is entertaining in my opinion.
That's because I think that's because I think Tony is that. He's just like, yeah, do whatever you want
so?
with it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
100% budget money, go for it. Yeah.
Tony, you know what it is? Tony is like, oh, this is working with the crowd. Keep doing it and do it times 10. Like for example,
he is a businessman,
man. Who's the dude's name? Daniel Garcia. He has that dance, right? Guess what? At first he was doing it here and there. But once people started doing it and started liking it, all of a sudden he's doing it in the entrance, he's doing it in the ring, he's doing it walking out, he's doing it cutting a promo. So my thing is, I think Tony is like, listen, this is working, keep doing it, do it more. Just keep doing it more. And I feel like don't always do it, like certain time and place for it,
Real quick. My subs was on my ass about this. How do y'all feel? Because I don't like this shit, bro. You got Bianca and Jay hosting this motherfucker, bro. I think they should have had a match. I'm sorry. I want to see the women's tag team championships defended, bro. That shit is we going backwards, we're not going forward. Why don't they host it because they black women that's in Atlanta? And then if you say that shit, they're gonna say I'm talking out my ass. No, that's the obvious thing. Because now they hosting too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. What's your opinion on Naomi being at it? Me, I was like, listen, okay, they're hosting, cool. Man. They should have defended them, but like you said, we know why they hosting. And then them adding Naomi the last minute, it's like, okay, it's obvious as fuck why they're doing it, and you can't convince me otherwise. They're in Atlanta. The hottest rappers that are coming out right now are from Atlanta. So hey, yeah, let's have these ghetto ratchet girls, at least Naomi is, host an Atlanta show. Oh, and guess what? Metro's gonna be there. Ooh, hip hop artist Metro. Come on, man. And which I'm okay with it, but it's just right there. They're not even trying to hide it.
It's like a part of their gimmick, how they're the big three. Well, they could have been the first black women champions to host and defend in the same night.
They don't
even need a 20-minute banger for that. Just y'all, 5-minute one.
You never know. Damage Control might come out. I don't think they're that fucking smart. So we'll see. I don't see that happening. But I mean, Pure Fusion could come out and be like, we challenging y'all right now. Y'all hosting. Fuck out of here. Or the shorties from NXT that they had helped Kalani with. JCJ and whoever the fuck. So so they could, but I don't think they're that smart. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen.
Jay need to call up, and now they got they need to be a fucking unit, the four of them, bro.
I could fuck with that. Listen,
that's evolution, bro.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
I like that.
oh,
I like that. Oh, gee, you cooking right now.
we
Listen.
got the fucking Jada as the future. We got, I mean, not Jada. We got Parker as the future. We got Jada as the muscle. Bianca as the star, and then fucking
Naomi the veteran.
there you go.
Absolutely. Listen, everybody that's watching this stream, be happy none of us are like multi-millionaire or billionaires, because we would legit start a company and this is the shit we would do. Like, this is shit WWE can make money off of right here. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all lucky we ain't got the bread to make a wrestling company right now, bro.
That's facts. I put it like this. Let me see if I get your vision. So let's pretend this how they got what's the white cat? I like him too. What's the white cat name that play football that be hosting and doing commentary?
Pat
Rob
McAfee.
McAfee. So okay, just like that. Now he was already famous, but happened to like wrestling and happened to have a podcast. Like if the three of us was already famous in the opinions and the style of booking, we would have the top wrestling show. Because every other wrestling show says what you think you're gonna hear, and you debate that. Every time that we talk, we're gonna make people think about things they never thought about, and then the level of knowledge is not gonna get. Some people know what it is, but that's just as far as it goes.
Absolutely.
I was like, why so many niggas leaving? I'm like, oh, this shit about to start. But yeah.
Oh yeah, it is about to start.
I'm watching the pre-show right now and they ain't talking about shit.
Wait. So who won?
Oh yeah, Afi got it. I counted it.
Damn. All right, OG, you got it.
Yeah, you got it. Because I knew you was gonna get the Rock, but I didn't expect the women's picks caught me off guard. I knew he was gonna get the Rock.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping the Jada Parker pick was gonna save me. That's why I waited for last. Because I knew these dudes. Listen, say what you want. You just say her name, motherfuckers be like, damn, fag. Like your brother. You look at your brother. Your brother was like, he won. And we weren't even done yet. But yeah, no, that's true, man. You did. I think the final boss rock, yeah, you definitely got that. With that right there.
You know what's crazy is I'm one of those underdog type people. Like, and I use people like Rhea as an example. I was a big Rhea fan until everybody else started liking me. Like it was fun being a Rhea fan, and I used to want to have sex with her, and it was like before she was like the it girl. Now that everybody likes her, I kind of like her last. Like, damn, y'all just now seeing her type shit.
I'm the same way. Like as a matter of fact, with Damian Priest, I've been fucking with him since his North American title run and his U.S. title run, and it wasn't until his world title ended where people were like, "Yo, I fuck with him." And I'm like, "Nah, y'all fuck with him? Nah. I was rooting for him the whole time. You stay your ass online and you keep trying to call him bisexual Undertaker. You had your chance. Fuck off. You know?"
Yeah, I'm totally like that.
I hate that shit because it's like, bro, you don't even like this shit, bro. Like, come on, you didn't like it in the beginning. Why you like it now? Because everybody else likes it?
Because he got a documentary.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, it'll make me like, I don't know, like just there's not like Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns as far as head of the table. He's one of the only times as of recent where it got pushed down my throat and I still want to digest it. Like certain people was just like, all right, I don't want to see it no more. You know what I mean? But him is like, yeah, he's the shit, and I still want to see him. And if he ain't defend his title, when he does, I'm still gonna watch it. Like I embraced
right
his overness. But sometimes I feel like, all right, bro,
match. Fuck it. Hey, I like it. After a while, I start to like it for sure. But I will say 3 years is still OD. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Absolutely. There was no reason for no. It could have ended with Finn Balor. It could have ended with LA Knight.
I want Jey Uso to beat him. I ain't gonna lie. I want Jey Uso to beat him at least one of them times for that belt.
Yeah, but like, then what would you do with Jay?
He could lose that shit after because now it's kind of about the chase. Look what they do in the Cody Rhodes. The Reign, casual fans are starting to not give a fuck about the Reign. They want the, and once he get it, all right, fuck it, next. People already are like LA Knight. His run not that good. Already switching up on niggas. So
I think the thing with Cody, I think is until we get a match against him and Randy or him and Rock, if they do that, I don't think people are going to be like, oh, he could lose it. It's like every match, oh, he's going to win. Why would he lose it?
Yeah, not losing no.
It make no sense. Until we get that Randy Orton match, then people are going to be like, yo, Randy's going to do it. Randy's going to beat him. Him and Cena are going to go at it. Like,
I totally think he got the World Heavyweight Championship, Randy, because when they were booking that match, Gunther wasn't as confident and cocky so he was facing a different version of Randy, where Randy was kind of intimidating him. So where if he lost, it could be more like Gunther saying, I wasn't ready for this version versus I don't have what it takes.
Right.
Type shit.
Facts.
I like what Triple H is kind of doing though, because it's been a lot of title losses. I was like, oh shit, I didn't think he was gonna lose it. Like Braun Breaker losing, DIY losing the titles that fast. Yo, Pat, it's too many niggas in this company. We gotta pass the belts around. We can't do no fucking 8 to 12-month range just so we can pull up a picture. This motherfucker was champ for 250 days. Nah, bro, we gotta start cycling them belts every 4 months, my nigga. We can't be having motherfuckers be champion for 8 months, bro. It's too many people in the company.
That's the reason why Ruthless Regression was so good, because it used to be title exchanges on TV.
Yes.
And it used to make the matches hella excited because you had to watch it. You wouldn't be like, oh, fuck this title match. Let me just catch it online, because you didn't want to miss a possible title exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Because anybody could lose at any given time. Now, you kind of know, even the surprises that caught me a little bit, I still knew the motherfuckers wasn't going to lose yesterday, for fuck sure. I knew for a fact that they wasn't going to lose. Like, it was no way. It's just like Sami Zayn is not beating no damn Gunther for that belt. If Sami Zayn beat Gunther for that belt, I might have to DM Triple H and tell him to shit out of her. Because if y'all really...
I'm going to have to boycott Raw. I might have to stop watching Raw.
Bro, you cannot believe in Sami Zayn that much, bro. If you believe more in Sami Zayn than Kevin Owens, I don't know, bro.
Listen, if you're not going to take Sami to beat Roman when he was red hot with the Bloodline story, what is the point of him beating Gunther now when he's not even as big as that anymore? Come on now. He was big with doing the Bloodline shit, and y'all could have easily took the title off of Roman and gave it to Sami, and everybody would have been okay with it. But no, hell no. Gunther's retaining. I think someone like, you know what? Sheamus can beat him for it. Why not? They always have bangers after bangers. They're gonna have that match eventually. So yeah.
That moment made me trust Triple H, to be honest with you, because I was one of the people who were hella mad about them not letting Sami Zayn go over, and I felt that was a missed opportunity. But moving forward, I see that it really wasn't. But it took the future for me to respect it. At the time, it's like, I thought I wanted that. But really, I needed it. But now, looking forward, like, Sami Zayn being the World Heavyweight Champion and skipping all of these steps, we wouldn't be in a better place if that happened.
Yeah, Cody.
All that Cody shit, it wouldn't even have happened.
Cody needed it. Regardless people like his reign or not, he needed to finish that story, because that story is important. Like, years in the making. Ring of Honor, all that shit, he had to go, made his own company. He had to finish that story. Now, if you don't like the reign, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, that's one of the biggest WrestleMania moments ever, bro. All them niggas coming out after that shit's never really happened before. Hella people from backstage coming out like that didn't even have to get involved in the match. Like, that shit, that's how you know it was real. You know what I'm saying? Look at Samantha Irvin. Lord have mercy.
All right, yo. I'm going to get out of here, so I'm going to watch the show, all right?
Lock in.
Yeah.
Yo,
Peace out, OG. Yo, Kyle, catch you up. And we talk later, all right?
Oh, I got an idea for the next one.
Oh, where? Oh, yeah, you were telling me. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oppie, OG, congratulations. You won this one.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you drop your comments in the chat.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channels.
Subscribe to Ricky the Shadow. Subscribe to Expert Level Wrestling Podcast. and I'm gonna talk to y'all soon.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.